Agribusiness, brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission. The Soybean Checkoff, progress powered by Kansas farmers.
Good morning and welcome back to the show. We're at the 100th anniversary of the KLA conference here in Wichita. We're joined by Tracy. Thanks for joining us this morning, Tracy.
You bet, Brian. Thanks for having me.
You are the Vice President of Marketing for US Premium Beef.
Yes, sir.
And I guess my first question to you, Tracy, is beef industry's tough to be in right now. No forage, no water, cows are expensive, consumer demand changes all the time. They want high quality beef, low prices. How do you guys battle those? I mean, you're being fought on both sides, Tracy.
Well, we have a lot of opportunities out there, don't we? I guess that's how we're going to have to look at it. It's going to be opportunities. Brian, our unique perspective, US Premium Beef is the group of cattlemen and women in many states throughout your viewing area that have an ownership position in a national beef packing company. We have 3 slaughter and fab facilities here in the Midwest. They're going to be sending their finished cattle on value-based marketing grids to our plants in Liberal and Dodge City. So we have a very unique position where we can respond directly to those consumer demands, desires. We all know that the consumers are the ones writing our paychecks, so if there's a specific target, be it natural, be it upper choice, whatever the specific carcass characteristics might be, with our unique producer-owned perspective, we can figure out how do we design, as we say it, design the meat and meals that are eventually going to wind up on the consumer's dinner plate.
Genetics play a role in that?
They play a huge role. Genetics, since we commenced operations back in '97, we've supplied carcass data back on every single lot of cattle that have come through. That's very, very valuable information. People can learn from those carcass results. They make genetic decisions, you know, what sire or sire groups do I need to be considering? Likewise, my dams, what should I be considering so that I can, instead of going hunting with a shotgun, we're going hunting with a rifle, with a scope. There are consumers set for us, very targeted and well-defined endpoints, and genetics plays a huge factor in how we need to manage our herds for the future.
What about regionally? How important is it that we can continue to talk to consumers regionally, because some regions have different needs and wants than other parts of the state or other parts of the country? You guys have got to get out and market to those people and find out what they're really looking for regionally also, don't you? Oh,
absolutely. You're very correct, Brian. There's certain, and I guess we would look at that from a meat perspective. What kind of meat sells where? You know, there's areas of the country that, you know, they have a desire. The demand might be for a select product, or for a commodity choice, or for various branded products, for various natural products. There's various targets even within specific region. Pick any metropolitan area that you wish within your viewing area. There's always going to be a certain demand for all of those. The company that we supply our cattle to, National Beef, they sell domestically through the retail channel, certainly to steak cutters, to nearly 70 countries internationally. So we're going to sell parts and pieces to the very specific market, and as we get back information as to what's working, and at the same time where we need to be considering our improvements, we get that information in the form of carcass data back to our member-owning consumers, so they can go back and manipulate their herds, make them better the next time.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, if that's okay. Can I keep you around for about 3 or 4 more minutes?
Sure.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to finish up with Tracy. You're watching Ag AM in Kansas, and we'll see you in just a minute.
Agribusiness, brought to you by Tarwater Farm and Home. Come on by, we'll treat you like family.
Thanks for staying with us, Tracy. Thank you for staying with us.
Thanks, Brian.
Before we went to break, we were talking about support to producers and premiums and things like that. In today's market, corn prices, soybean prices, everything's high. How important are premiums to producers?
Tremendous. As you mentioned, feed prices, all the inputs that producers, there's a lot of challenges out there. 2012, in a lot of cases, premiums on finished cattle have made the difference as to whether those cattle made money or they lost money. And in some cases, cattle have lost a lot of money.
Right.
Our first year, fiscal year 1998 for us, the average premium to the cash market on cattle that would have gone through our program, just over $8
Wow.
per head. 2012, over $55 per head. So again, when you look at people that are producing, you know, as you learn more about your herd and as you take the genetic information, the management on participating in a value-based market, the nutrition, how people can manipulate their nutrition and become much more targeted and efficient. We have people that are shooting for targets within targets. So that very top USDA grade, USDA prime carcasses are worth, in some cases, more than $250 per head.
Wow.
Premium than if those cattle would simply be marketed on the live cash market. So some people have even, their targets have even been to take their information and figure out, how can I produce more prime premium? Natural premiums, you know, in the last 12 months, there's cattle that have lost easily $200–300 a head. There's also cattle that have made $400 per head because they've hit that bullseye. The producers have put the shotgun away, they go hunting with that rifle with a scope on it.
Now, you guys are more than just marketers. I mean, you guys actually ground level get out and go, here's how we're going to help you make money.
Our members are grassroots producers. You know, they're feed yard operators. They would define themselves as farmer feeders, seed stock producers, cow-calf producers. So armed with that genetic information, we've talked about genetics. They're making some of their genetic improvements on their dams, their sire groups. At the same time, there's a lot of things that we can be doing nutritionally. You know, as Brian, as you've mentioned, this year with feed costs being what they are, people are putting that $8 and $8.25, whatever it's going to be, dollar corn in the bunk. By golly, you better have your ducks lined up pretty good.
Right.
So how can we do some things differently? You know, the drought that so many people are struggling through, you know, they're having to manage their roughage sources a lot differently than what they have in the past. So what are some of the things we can be doing different from a roughage standpoint, from a grain concentrate standpoint? A lot of the people that are using byproducts that come out of a local ethanol facility work very, very well in a cattle feeding operation. At the same time, you know, you've got genetics, we've covered nutrition, management. What are some of the things, if we are going to target market our cattle, whether you're feeding 50 head a year or you're feeding 50,000 head a year, there's some things that you can be doing from a management standpoint, being more aggressive with a sort stick.
Right. Someone's watching the show this morning, wants to find more about US Premium Beef. How can they do that?
Website, USPremiumBeef.com. I can give the phone number as well.
Yeah, go ahead.
Our phone number is 866-877-2525. We'd be more than happy. We do this every week, help them understand what's working for them and help them analyze where their particular position in a value-based marketing place might be, and we'd be glad to talk to them.
Perfect. Tracy, thank you for your time.